bad purchase. I don't care for plants. Yeah, except for you, Thorn. Cactuses like you don't need anyone for anything. It'd be a good idea if it didn't jeopardize the balance of my desk. Big and bad, my best friend. I know, the payphone is more romantic, but this is more comfortable. Sticky junk food made of sugar. That damn candy lady gave me those by force. The generous advance of my client will cover all the normal costs and the not normal costs. The quintessence of functionality. Here's the advantage of never locking anything. A piece of chewed-on pencil. The quintessence. One of the few things which actually work in this office. I must take the office key behind the cardboard cutout of Thorn. Rule number 561 of Gallo. There's no insurmountable problem if the chair in your office is comfortable. I can't decide if staring at it makes me nervous or relaxed. One day I'll have to investigate how that thing can still be hanging. I can't do that. It would make the crack on the wall even more visible. I bought them as furniture and to intimidate unwanted visitors. Before we had the cardboard cutout idea, I mean. I'll take only one. Literally indestructible. The best grand I've ever spent. The only grand. I prefer to leave it closed for now. My warm welcome to those who walk through my door. Rule number 304 of Gallo. If you have to collect something, start with your ideas. It's an outlet that was attached to something old, it seems. A bit beaten up, but still functioning. Nobody will ever try to test my patience, or my revolver. I'm once again master of my own office. Now I can leave. An empty piece of paper. Rule number 70 of Gallo. There's always a good reason to post a sticky note. The problem is knowing which one. Rule number 70 of Gallo. In this cold and technological world, here's the charm of an antediluvian artifact. It'd best collect dust in my pocket. Rule number 7. I know, it's not much, but it's good for keeping the world out of this place, and that's enough. Nothing is comparable to the stench of my office. I hate the smell of this neighborhood. Lock myself inside? Why? I can click twice on the red arrow when I want to hurry, which is most of the time. Done. I've locked the door. I'm always a man of my word, to myself. Hello?
Hey, Gallo. I'm your informant.
I know who you are. I'd recognize your voice in 1,000.
Information of the day. The armored truck will pass by tonight, disguised as a florist's van.
I pay you to tell me useful things, not to waste my time.
You don't pay me at all, but I'm doing this for professional ethics.
Crime doesn't wait. I'll call you back as soon as possible. Pain in the ass. I must get to the crime scene in 8 Rhododendron Road, or my name isn't Gallo anymore.
Yes?
I'm Detective Gallo.
You came earlier than expected.
I hate people who are bigger sticklers than me. There must be at least one important clue. I have to find it.
My treasures killed without mercy. You must find the killer and make him pay. With your experience and professionalism, you'll surely succeed.
Don't you worry, Mr. Chloro. Thorn, don't you detect a strange, pungent odor as well?
Are you talking to your cactus?
The culprit must be very smart.
Now you congratulate a crazy killer?
I value work well done. In such cases, I can count on my Gallo sense. I just need to press the space bar, whatever it means. I must remember that I can click on the icon of the notebook to consult the actual goal at any time, and to read your suggestions, Thorn. I wonder why I always do this out loud.
And now, who am I going to talk to on those endless afternoons?
A very wealthy man with lots of free time. This explains his collection of vegetables. It portrays a small plant.
Aminorata minus, to be exact.
It portrays a big tree.
Don't you diminish the Mastodonticus not by chansum.
It portrays a flower.
Are you talking about the Petalius loves me notus?
It portrays a tall tree.
You bet! It's an Everestum vertiginosum.
Peculiar. To reach plants too high or too far. May I?
Terrible if you need it for the investigation.
To reach plants too high or too far.
Oh, woe is me!
It portrays a vine.
My Rampantus upstarterus.
It seems to be made of ceramic.
It is made of ceramic.
I can't see any reason. Apparently soft. Somebody took a shot at being a killer in Phil Chloro's mansion. Damn. A beautiful piece of furniture.
Of course, it's a mausoleum massivum. You can't move it.
To take the shell casing from under the sofa, I will need something very long.
And now, who am I going
Easy
to
breezy.
talk to on those endless afternoons?
Rule number 88 of Gallo. Don't use what you... Here's a useful clue. There's something written on it, and it's too small to read it.
Oh, woe is me!
Well, I'm done here. For now.
Already done? Have you found who the killer is?
You won't believe it, but... No, not yet.
See you soon, Detective Gallo. You're a true professional.
I must find out what's written on the shell casing, so I'll have a lead to follow.
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
Same as usual. The city keeps claiming innocent victims. Vegetables this time.
Damn.
Listen, I have to enlarge the writing on a shell casing.
You could use my microscope.
Okay, will you loan it to me?
I lent it to you years ago and you still keep it in your safe. It's like I've lost it forever.
Rule number 17 of Gallo. Don't throw Don't throw... Damn, what was rule number 17?
Good luck, Gallo.
Must be expensive.
My little treasures were way more expensive. Do you want to go through my pockets? I have nothing to hide, Detective Gallo.
Okay, I trust you.
Do...
Okay. I never liked plants that are smaller than me. Yeah, except for you, Thorn. Cactuses like you don't need anyone for anything. Why should I take unidentified evidence with me? Whatever. Who knows? Dunno. It speaks for itself. Somebody has already used it, once too often. That's the way back to the Knives District. Before there was a community cycle lane, this street was called Road Mode Road. This cab has been here since the Jurassic. So many people are looking for a job these days, and whoever actually finds one ends up relaxing too much. Nice model. Rule number 135 of Gallo. The more expensive the mansions, the more they're robbed. Rule number 136 of Gallo. The more camouflage the mansions try to be, the more they actually stand out. In your line of work, you see many faces, questionable or not, I suppose. I'm interested in who's not. He's actually making me feel sleepy. An antiquated system, which keep its charm intact. The work will finish, sooner or later. This paint smells of paint. Maybe I can use it to paint the bathroom when I have one. The Knife and the Cleaver is the most popular disco club in the city. Another reason to keep away from it. A behemoth fond of sugary junk food. Candy Bob, hopelessly in love with me, cynically unreturned. Yours truly in photo. I can't stand to be among this crap. The range of revolting junk food. This way, you can reach the Aqueduct District. The containers for the worst atrocities of the neighborhood. I'll try that, only when I don't have anything else better to do. The usual lunch reserved for rats and bums. I'm not doing that bad. Not yet, at least. 3 of a kind. Pokeristic. They're old and blunt. I don't take second-rate stuff. Here's where the most treasured things are lost in the silliest ways. With my bare hands? The message says, Gangster Dry Cleaning, where we clean up your soaked-in stains. Huh. Every day they come up with something new. I hate the catchphrase commercials. This way takes you to Bloodletting Square, the district of the Leeches, otherwise called Traitors. The Knives District, in name and in essence. take the microscope, I need to input the combination numbers, which I don't remember. I wrote them down in 3 notes I hid in the office. I'm really a secrecy genius. First, I have to collect it. Here, now the number is visible. The 3rd number to open the safe. No. First, I need to find all 3 numbers of the combination. I can't do that. It would make the crack on the wall even more visible. There's a number written on it. Maybe it's what I'm looking for. The 2nd number of the combination. Gotcha. A note. Maybe it's one I'm looking for. Here's the 1st number of the combination. And what a shame. Really gave the book a certain sophistication. And me. At least it seemed like I'd started to read it. The combination was 358, just like the number of my solved cases. Logical, natural, easy to remember. Now I can open the safe. Child's play. Rule number 100 of Gallo. If you don't remember something, remember a way to remember it. Technological. No, it gives my safe a purpose. There's something written on it. Veg 68. But what does it mean? The plot thickens. But I'm sure that by following this lead, I'll find the murderer. At least, so they say in the movies.
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
What can you tell me about the Veg 68 shell casing? Is it from an anti-vegetable weapon?
I don't know, but you could find out by talking to the city's alternative arms smuggler. You'll recognize him because he will greet you back after you say the secret passphrase.
And that would be...
Usually it's written on the plasma membership card.
Membership card of... what?
Privileged Licensed Arms Smugglers Association. To become an associate, you have to send your photo by mail.
You'll receive your card with a secret passphrase by fax.
Damn bureaucracy. I'll find that smuggler, and I'll bring him to justice.
Assuming that he's really smuggling anti-vegetables weapons.
I'll bring him to justice in any case. Rule number 111 of Gallo. If you don't have a green thumb, at least be trigger happy.
Oh yes, I almost forgot.
The secret passphrase is written in glowing ink, so it's visible only in the dark.
When you give me this kind of information, I'd pay you double.
Too kind.
To get out of my face. I have to show the smuggler card with the secret passphrase around to find out who fired the bullet. My dear old interrogation lamp. How many nights we've spent together. How many expensive bills. It doesn't turn off. It's a continuous consumption model. Every time I want to turn off the light, I have to contact the electric company. I should admit, I don't know how to use it, but I prefer to say I don't like using it. I watered Thorn's cutout a month ago, but the puddle hasn't dried yet. Take back what I expelled? No thanks. Especially since I haven't got a bathroom in my office. I hate the catchphrase commercials.
Good evening, Detective Gallo. What lovely circumstances bring you here?
Nothing lovely at all, Candy Bob. How's business going?
My booth heats up only when you're around.
I understand. You're talking about the party the cockroaches are throwing around here. Don't you feel any danger in this infamous part of the city?
No, because I know you're nearby, ready to protect me.
And when I'm not around?
I have your photo. That fearsome look in your eyes drives every bad guy far away.
It's my normal expression.
Oh.
Have you ever thought about moving to another planet, neighborhood?
I'm fine here. I'm right near your office.
That's why Thorn and I are always around to solve misdeeds. Can you give me...
A chocolate muffin with chili pepper? It has the power to spice up the soul.
In my line of work, you have to swallow bitter things. Very bitter.
Then I can offer you some delicious heart-shaped donuts. Isn't that romantic?
Romanticism and I are worlds apart.
Or I could...
Listen, Candy. What I want from you is the photo of me which is on your booth.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gallo. If I gave that to you, the soul of this booth would go away with you. Unless you can find something even bigger.
Maybe I'm in the way here.
You always talk like this, but then you come back. I won't be deprived of the only way to keep you with me. Unless you can find something even bigger.
After what happened, I want to stay away from it. Typical cuisine. Specialty, red meat with dried blood. I prefer eating the food more than reading about it. No, I'd put the city into chaos. The symbol of laziness. Ready to hold any drink. Rule number 122 of Gallo. Never trust kids that look all right. Wooden legs, adhesive patches, magnetic hooks. A perfect money-eating machine for wannabe pirates. To make it work, I should insert a coin, or use other methods. Hello, little one.
Being a tad taller doesn't entitle you to treat me like a fool.
You have a loose tongue, brat.
The world forces you to grow up fast. You don't even have time to change your pacifier, and you're out of a job. Everyone thinks a newborn can't be a part of adult society.
They're right.
They underestimate me, though. I have a lot of innate qualities. I can paint very well, for example.
Boy, what a rebel talent.
If only I had the opportunity, I'd subvert the established order.
Now you're going too far.
This world doesn't leave any space for the young. And for the very young like me, I foresee very tough times.
Have you got a purpose for your lonely existence, or are you just an insolent good-for-nothing?
Of course, I'm trying to rob this pirate gadget vending machine. As soon as I find a way to do that, I'll go storm the entire world.
Can you paint my face on the wall of my office?
No. First, I need a favor.
Which is?
Help me rob this vending machine, and then we'll talk about it.
We'll meet again.
I hope not.
A rare example of postmodern sculpture that makes great use of the taxpayer's tears. I find really cynical to drink other people's tears. No, thanks. I already have my own tears. The Temple of Speculation. I'm not feeling magnanimous. Good evening. Are you?
The best stocked wholesaler in the city. Precisely.